Wrestling a la mode. Have it a la mode.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the last Friday night fajitas before our live Saturday night Sunday special. This is going to be quite the episode. We've got some terrific matches lined up for you. We've got some late breaking news, especially after what happened at Tuesday Night Tacos. We've got a lot to cover. Plus, at the end of tonight, we will go over the card for the first ever live Saturday Night Sunday To Your Earth. I'm the announcer of the decade, Jimmy Harrison.
Brad, I'm just very confused, but I'm also a wrestler, retired pro wrestler Moose McCready. Boy, oh boy, when you say we got stuff to go through, boy, my head's still hurting trying to figure out what the hell happened at Tuesday Night Tacos there. Whoa, but hey, it's not Tuesday Night Tacos around here, buddy, no siree. It's Friday Night Fajitas.
Welcome back. Yes, indeed, we do have quite the stories to talk about, but we want to get into the action first. But before we do, I did want to give you just a little bit of good news, my dear friend Moose. As you know, this has been a very trying month with Wrestling a la Mode. A lot of interesting things have happened, but I can guarantee you one thing at Saturday Night Sunday that you are going to enjoy.
Oh boy, please somebody got some free shrimp?
No? Okay, second favorite thing. I have just been informed by the Wrestling a la Mode Commission that after the pay-per-view goes off, so unfortunately not on your earth over there, gentle viewers, due to copyright claims, but over on our earth, we are going to be treated to quite the spectacle. As Simon and Garfunkel, yes, Paul Simon and Art Garfunkel will be getting back together to perform a concert just for the Wrestling a la Mode crowd.
Boy, that makes my week right there, buddy. Oh man, I love me my Simon and Garfunkel. Oh man, Cecilia, breaking my heart. Oh man, oh boy, this makes my whole week. So we get a live Saturday Night Sunday broadcast to a different Earth. First time ever. We're gonna have some incredible matches, and you tell me I get to see Simon and friggin' Garfunkel perform after? Oh man, this is gonna be the best Saturday ever.
I thought you would enjoy that, my friend. Well, we have our first match getting lined up here, and it is an interesting one. Owen Hart. Yes, Owen Hart. He has won his draft match, and he got Mad Dog Vachon as his random pick. Now, of course, it was a random pick, but he still took it out on Mad Dog Vachon last week, as he said that someone of Mad Dog Vachon's, quote, caliber does not belong on Friday Night Fajitas. Since destroying Mad Dog Vachon, he has now taken it upon himself to rid of other wrestlers that he deems are not worthy. Which leads to tonight's match, Owen Hart versus the Brooklyn Brawler, which is a bit of an interesting one.
Boy, yeah, you're telling me. I mean, you know, Brooklyn Brawler, you know, he's a scrappy man, but Owen Hart, he's like a world-class talent. What the hell is he doing just going up against the Brooklyn Brawler? I mean, is that the best way to endear himself to the commission and to the fans and try and rise the ranks?
Yes, it does seem that our dear younger Owen Hart has fixated on trying to rid Wrestling a la Mode of those wrestlers that he deems not worthy. He took out Mad Dog Vachon, and now he seems to be focused on getting rid of the Brooklyn Brawler, which again Not that the Brooklyn Brawler is a lightweight by any means, but for someone like Owen Hart, it's not really that much of a challenge. And Owen Hart could be facing bigger opponents and trying to rise in the ranks.
Oh, boy, yeah. Well, okay, I guess this is what Owen wants to do. I mean, you know, we got a lot of cutthroat, real good athletes around here, but this is what he wants to do. Well, but, I guess. It'd be kind of funny if the Brooklyn Brawler won, though.
It would be indeed. I don't think Owen's going to do it based on the absolute thrashing he gave Mad Dog Vachon. And in fact, there will be some more on that as we go over the card for the Saturday Night Sunday live event, which will be tomorrow on your, let me read this straight, YouTube and Twitch. So I guess where you're watching this right now, plus Twitch, you can come at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and you will be treated to the Saturday Night Sunday from our universe. There is quite a lot of matches going on, but I think probably the biggest match that everyone is wondering is what is going to be the world title match.
Well, I told you, man, my head hurts trying to figure that out. Oh, so let's recap for the audience. Coco Beware, he won the Money in the Bank. Okay, so he won the Money in the Bank, and then he's going to tag in to Andre the Giant. That was going to be not our main event, but going to be a, whoa, God, boy, Owen's really not liking Mr. Brooklyn Brawler. So he's going to face off against Andre. So that's going to be a big, big event. So, Coco Beware tries to go up against some competition, has limited success in the build-up. We're not thinking he's got, you know, big, a lot of momentum going in. Andre decides in the last event to take on Sergeant Slaughter. You follow me so far?
Yes, that was the scheduled match. Andre wanted to get into ring shape, taking on someone of a tougher caliber than Coco Beware had been taking on. And it was an interesting match. Sergeant Slaughter went in as the military tactician he is, with quite the battle plan. Not so much to pin the unbeatable Andre the Giant, it seems, but at least to get his name in contention by getting a count-out victory over the big man. A very smart display. But then chaos happened. Coco Beware, for some reason, cashed in his Money in the Bank on Sergeant Slaughter, which doesn't make any sense because Sergeant Slaughter cannot win the title on a count-out. Yet, when Sergeant Slaughter beat Coco Beware, the referee awarded the title to Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah, now, obviously the commission probably just gave the belt back to Andre, right?
Well, you would think that, but that's not what happened at all. Oh, elbow right to the anus. Well, that could be it for Mr. Brooklyn Brawler. As you can see, this story is taking, longer than the match. Owen Hart just beat Brooklyn Brawler pillar to post. I don't think we gave Owen his credit due, trying to recap what the heck is going on around here, but that's another one that's fallen victim to Owen Hart. Once again, trying to rid himself of people he doesn't think are worthy. I don't know about this. It's an interesting side to Mr. Owen Hart, but we're seeing a lot of interesting things. Yes, I do have to inform you that, in fact, the commission did not give back the belt to Andre. They kept it with Slaughter.
That doesn't make any bloody sense. That's not how this works. Andre's a champ.
Yes, but we're going with the referee's decision, is what the commission said. Now, how this all happened is still in the air. The referee, I guess, was a little confused as to why Coco was cashing it in, took his word for it, and then the match was on. Over the protests of Bobby Heenan and Andre the Giant, that part is still hazy.
Wait, you don't think that Coco did that intentionally because he thought he could beat Slaughter over Andre, did he? And wait, does he still have the Money in the Bank? What the heck is going on?
Right, so the commission has decided on this, the heavyweight title match for Our Saturday Night Sunday live event will be as follows. The champion, and I can't believe I'm saying that, the champion, Sergeant Slaughter, will be taking on Andre the Giant and Coco Beware in a 3-way elimination dance for the heavyweight title. That should clear up everything. Coco Beware still gets his title shot, even though he had it and with a downed Sergeant Slaughter, but, well, whatever. This is making my brain hurt.
Well, 3-way match, that's going to be interesting. So technically, Andre did lose the belt. Wow, boy, he's going to be an angry giant. I don't know if I want to be Sergeant Slaughter in that case, man. Like, he's going to be a real mad giant. He beat everybody and Hulk Hogan many times. But now he just got the belt taken away from him on a countout, which should never have happened. Oh, boy. He's going to be a mean one.
Yes, there are reports that he has had bouts of uncontrollable anger. One report has that he walked into a Chuck E. Cheese and completely tore apart the ball pit with his bare hands and started hurling children into arcade machines. He is a mad giant right now. But we still have plenty of good matches to get to you on this Friday night fajitas. Owen Hart has decimated the Brooklyn Brawler, and we have another interesting match coming up right now. Yes, this could be considered kind of a loser's bouquet, a match, as Moose has put it, but it is going to be the one-man gang versus Zeus. Both of these were considered fearsome monsters when they were drafted and have yet to live up to any of their monster-like aura. And so these two behemoths will now duke it out to try and gain some semblance of credit and reputation back so that they may rise in the ranks of Wrestling a la Mode.
Well, Bird, you know, we got like some big boys in both rosters. You gotta be something special if you want to get ahead. And boy, these two boys just haven't shown it in any way, shape, or form. So, you know, good match could really make the difference. Yeah, it's gonna be a real interesting one. And both of them really want to show off. And if one of them can pull off a good victory, maybe people can start being in fear of them again, you know? People have lived in fear of me. I'm a big man. Moose. I'm Brendan Moose. You gotta be fearful of Moose. I didn't go around losing matches. No, dang nabbit. I intimidated, I terrorized, man. You know, one time in Cincinnati, they invited a bunch of, we had like a daytime matinee match, you know? And they invited a bunch of like elementary school kids down the front row. Man, I got heat by like tossing chairs at the kids and just going to the audience and scared the ever living crap out of them, you know? Gotta do that kind of stuff to really get ahead.
Oh my, I don't know about that one, but lawsuits must have been pretty big.
They didn't do lawsuits back then. They were just like, children will just be tough and grow up. And you know what? They did, but they were traumatized because of what I did. So, yeah, I probably should have had lawsuits. But, you know, wrestling, nobody takes it seriously.
Well, that was quite the story. Well, One Man Gang is in the ring. Again, these are two tough individuals, and they just have not been able to find their footing as Wrestling a la Mode has begun and not endearing themselves to your universe, which again, tomorrow night, come back here, come back to Twitch, and watch the live Saturday Night Sunday. I can't wait to go through the card. We've got some humdingers coming up. We already know the main event, of course, being Ken Patera versus Ronald McDonald in a no-holds-barred match. Ken Patera wanting to retire during our draft special and go work with the youth after paying his dues and his time, and Ronald McDonald, seemingly holding a grudge for what he did to the McDonalds all those years ago, attacked him in the parking lot and beat him senseless. Ken Patera demanding the match, and Ronald McDonald who seems to be distanced from the McDonald Corporation, has agreed to the match. That's going to be a blood feud if there ever was one.
Well, maybe it's going to be a ketchup feud, you know, because ketchup, eh?
Yes, it could be that. All right, these two are ready to square off. We're going to see who can try and become a monster after all of this. And, well, that's one way to start, I guess. Gently putting someone on the rope. Oh, well, wow. That's interesting.
Oh, boy, you tell me one-man gang can't even lift up Zeus? Zeus got him with a bear hug already. It's really not good for Mr. One-Man Gang. He's, got to be strong, and it's not like Zeus is Yokozuna or anything like that. Oh, there we go. That's doing something good. Uh-oh, they're going to hit him with a splash. Boy, he misses the splash. Boy, this boy just can't get on the right foot.
So far it does seem to be all of Zeus's match. Hit him with a good move, avoided his best shot. Okay, putting some distance. Oh, these two really have a lot to prove. Oh, my, the chop to the dome. Yes, these two have to show us something, or else you think maybe Owen Hart will go after them next.
Well, I wouldn't doubt it. That boy seems to have a few screws loose in his head these days, you know what I mean? Like, we didn't really give him his due there with his Brooklyn Brawler, because quite frankly, if Brooklyn Brawler won that one, I'd probably poop my pants. Oh boy, here comes the first apple of the, oh, all right. Well, no apple there.
Actually, we have something very interesting of speaking of apples. I know it's a very touchy subject with you. We're going to be hearing from Hulk Hogan's lawyer in just probably after this match.
Boy, where's that? Oh, man, why can't that man just come out and say what he means? Why do we gotta go through a lawyer? What has happened to Hulk Hogan? Oh, boy! Well, that's gonna show you a little something. Well, apple to the back, that could have ended the man's career. And once again, though, he can't lift him up.
That's very interesting, but yes, no. Hulk Hogan has promised that he will be there at this press conference as well. That's taking place right now. We'll get the information after, so he is showing up in person this time. He says he has new things to say about the Harley race incident, which happened on the very first episode of Wrestling a la Mode, in which he used an apple and just pulverized Harley Race into the hospital.
Yeah, but you know, there's like, if you're gonna go on like a blood match or like a death match or whatever, sure, you know. And I mean, there's risk in wrestling, but that was just a normal exhibition match. He just took the low road and just beat the crap out of a man and put him in the hospital. Like, we still haven't heard if Harley's ever gonna be able to wrestle again. Just, man. You know, just, and from Hogan. And the way he was being the other week, too. And he was taking on bad opponents and using distractions from the audience, which, again, please don't jump the guardrail. Just very un-Hogan-like, you know? I mean, if one of these two guys did that kind of stuff, we'd be like, well, yeah, they're monsters, right?
It is true. Just a reminder, there is, of course, a 20 count. So there was no... I missed with the clothesline. There was no fear of them getting counted out there. These two are kind of going back and forth, but I must admit, friend, this has not been the hard-hitting, awesome... Well, there we go. There's a good hit. Let's see if that's enough to put Zeus away. No, not enough. I have to admit, friend, this has not been the exciting match that it really should be. These two seem to be almost holding back or just unable to push it into another gear.
Yeah, remember the matches. Well, we got the apple going again. Apple-assisted kicks, they hurt more. Whoa. Zeus just had enough of that. Just, whoa, boy, just bodied him to the ground. Holy moly. Putting him in a bear hug again. He could crush that man's ribs. That he did. Oh, boy, he gave up easy. Wow. Well, I think that was a wash.
Well, Zeus is the winner. Did defeat the one-man gang pretty single-handedly. That being said, I can't say that I'm any more impressed with Zeus than I was last week.
Well, I don't know what it is about these guys. They just aren't able to kick it into another gear. It's gotta be intimidating or something, you know. Well, that was two kind of quick matches there, my friend. Now, did the press conference end, or what's going on?
It did indeed just end, and here's what we have. Hogan, first of all, apologized. Oh, okay, well, Hogan apologizes to Harley Race and his family for what happened, but he says that he did not use an apple to beat in Harley's head. But we saw, he says he has video proof that he'll be willing to show next week. That will clear him of any apple wrongdoings. He says that what happened was a very unfortunate accident, and that he feels great shame in putting Harley into the hospital, but he did not use an illegal apple to do so. It was just bad timing and bad luck for Harley as his injuries caught up to him. What do you think of that?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I believed Hogan this far, up until the last couple of weeks. I would have been like, yeah, but, well, I mean, if he's got video evidence, I mean, I'm a fair man, Jimmy. I'm willing to sit down. I'm willing to take a look at the evidence and see if it was true. Maybe we jumped the gun. I don't know. His back was to the hard cam. Maybe somehow, I don't know. I'll give him a shot. Yeah.
That's more as another big bombshell. As we all know, Hogan loves to try and insert himself into the #1 contendership, and especially after the thrashing he took from Andre before we started beaming to your universe, it only made sense that you would think Hogan would want to get another shot at it. But I've just been told that Hogan is withdrawing from the first #1 contenders match. He said he wants to rebuild the trust in the fans by taking on bigger and better opponents starting tonight to show that he is the real American hero. He will allow the two #1 contenders of our Friday Night Fajitas, that being, of course, Ricky Steamboat and Bruno Sammartino, to duke it out and see who is the #1 contender to face Terry Funk at Saturday Night Sunday. Wow, what a gracious thing for him to do.
I mean, some people might say that he wasn't entitled to being the #1 contender all the time, but yeah, that's very gracious of Hogan. Just stepped aside and wanted to rebuild his credibility, and, well, you know, man, first you tell me Simon and Garfunkel are gonna play for me and all the audience here Saturday Night Sunday, and then you tell me that Hogan is kind of coming around and seeing the light of kind of crappy behavior over the last couple of weeks. But, you know, this is a good day. But I gotta say, this is a good day.
And it's only going to get better, friend, because we still have some high-octane, awesome matches for you coming up. It's a very interesting one. Ric Flair will be taking on the Big Boss Man. Now, this match has come about because police officers, of course, only protect capital and rich people. And after the trashing that Ric Flair gave Ted DiBiase the last week, or I should say after IRS on the behest of the $1 Million Man, he has now sicked the police on Ric Flair. Ric Flair, as you know, being a notorious cheapskate and tax dodge, living a false life and trying to make up for obviously some insecurities in life, has obviously run afoul of the wrong rich man. Now, of course, you can get away when you're rich with doing a lot of things, but it seems like ripping off another rich man has not one of them. And so the $1 Million Man sent IRS after Ric Flair last week, try and get some of his money back, and that failed. And now, seems like he has bought the police, which again, if you're rich, is very easy to do, to come down to take out Ric Flair.
Quite frankly, I could care less about any of this. First of all, the police, yeah, whatever. Be a shame if we got injured. Second of all, just two rich men fighting over each other. I don't care who wins. Can we put both of them into a vat of apple acid or something?
I don't think there's a such thing as apple acid, friend.
Well, I was just thinking, like, something to disintegrate them, and apples are very highly dangerous around here. I just thought maybe, it was just a thought, but, can we just beat them up a little?
That's not our place, but here he comes. Once again, gallivanting in a robe he can't afford. And must be ticking the $1 Million Man off. $1 Million Man fighting a war on two fronts, of course. You've got this one, which is a cross-promotional one. And then, of course, his rivalry with Mr. T, which ended very tragically last time, as Virgil jumped Mr. T in the back and threw him off scaffolding. We're still not sure about the condition of Mr. T, but our hopes and prayers go out to him.
Boy, it's really like last episode was zing bang full of like really cool stuff. You should probably go watch it, on the YouTube. You should probably also sign up with Fourth Wall because that's where the happening community is. That's where all the cool stuff is and all. There's gonna be. Have you seen the poster for Pantera versus McDonald? Did you know that you can get a free digital copy of that and a print-ready copy of it just by being at Fourth Wall? I mean, that's a deal right there. The artist who did that must be top caliber.
Yes, no, the artist is top caliber. And speaking of top caliber, here we go. What we might say about the lifestyles of these two wrestlers does not mean that these two are not, in fact, good wrestlers. And so we should see quite an interesting match. Technical versus brutish power. But still, Boss Man is a quick man, as we're seeing right here. Oh, of course, knee to the head. Any illegal move that the cops can get away with, they will do and then clear themselves of any wrongdoing.
Well, he's going for the Boss Man slam. Oh, boy. Now, remember, the satellites on the other universe here penetrating your universe makes things go slower, so don't worry about that. Just go with the action. Ric Flair kicks out. A little too early to put the big man down. He don't want to lose his money. It's probably the last thing he's got. Man, those telegraph clotheslines really got him. Like Ric Flair, man, he's jet setting, wheeling, dealing, blah, 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 getting me too'd all the friggin' time because I'm such a friggin' idiot. It turns out he didn't have any money to begin with. He's just irresponsible as all hell. And now he's paying for it. I mean, he might have won against IRS, but he took a beating. And, he's taking a beating here against the Boss Man. Even though he's putting on the figure 4 right now and trying to end it.
Yes, I mean, these attacks will take their toll on someone over time. So, yes, it would behoove Ric Flair to end this match as quickly as possible. Oh, inside cradle, he was playing possum all along. Referee taking their sweet damn time. Sure, they're going to get pulled over for quote-unquote speeding after the match for that. But, yes. It would make sense for Ric Flair to end this early because Ric Flair, or I should say, sorry, Ted DiBiase, he is a man with a lot of money and he can make a lot of things keep happening against Ric Flair.
Well, it's a good thing Ric Flair is a good wrestler because, otherwise the Boss Man would have ate him for lunch. And a knee breaker. Oh, well, boy. Ric Flair, that's what I mean, man. He's a good wrestler. Slapped on the figure 4 and hit a knee breaker. Now, we all know that the police can't take a lot of punishment. They are weak and ineffective when faced with actual adversity. So, I guess in some ways we got to wonder why the $1 Million Man even got the police to try and put on a beating on Ric Flair.
That is a good point, but I think we are also underestimating the technical prowess of Ric Flair. He came in with a plan, absorbed the big blow from the Boss Man, and then was able to wear him down and work on the leg to the point where the pain was too much, and he got a pin. That's going to make the $1 Million Man quite angry. You can just feel it. We'll see if there's any residual effects of that. If the $1 Million Man is going to send more people after Ric Flair for the money he is owed. But coming up next, and I can't believe I'm saying this, coming up next in the middle of the show is a Hulk Hogan match.
Boy, I think our boy really has turned around here. Really? Hulk Hogan not in the main event. Right now. Like where people might be like pausing the video to go pee or something.
That's what I've been told. And his opponent is the Canadian strongman Dino Bravo. Well, that is a jump up in competition. No offense again to Butch Reed, who almost had the match won last time. Dino Bravo is Canada's strongest man.
Well, I'll be. He really is trying to get back cred with the fans. Okay. I'm excited to see this match. Yeah, these two are big honking men. They're gonna slap some meat around. You bet your boy.
Yes, it is going to be quite the exciting match. Wow, in the middle of the show. That's quite the chance for Dino Bravo as well, who hasn't had a real opportunity to show his stuff at Wrestling a la Mode yet. This is these are the things we are definitely looking for at Wrestling a la Mode. This is going to be an exciting match for you fans out there. All right. Oh my, and he's even coming out first.
Brr. Okay, Hogan. You show me some stuff. You show me that video evidence next week, buddy. You show me that video evidence, and I think all is forgiven. I mean, again, prayers to Harley Race, and hopefully he'll be back in the ring, but I mean, hey, injuries do happen. I was in a scaffold match once. I threw a guy into the 15th row. He never walked again. Sometimes it just happens,
Well, I guess that's kind of the same thing, but yes, this is a rough sport. That is why we continually tell people, and it seems like nobody seems to listen, to not jump the guardrail and get involved in these matches. These are trained professionals, and they are jacked and ready to fight, and injuries can and will happen. So, Hulk Hogan really doing a change in the last couple of weeks. We were very down on him, and now it seems like the crowds are accepting him back.
Well, I'm second chances, and especially for people who are maybe wrongfully, I won't say convicted, but, wrongfully targeted, Oh, man. Look at this beefy boy. He is beefy, and he is ready. Oh, boy. This guy, I would do some weight training with this guy, and he'd leave you in the dust. But he'd just be like, oh, you're doing 450 on the chest press. Oh, that's cute. I'm going to do 560. Oh, boy. Hogan's got his work cut out for him against this guy. That's for sure. He hits you with that side slam. You're going down. Your back is going to crack.
And, of course, we can't forget Jimmy Hart on the outside will, of course, make a difference. As Dino Bravo definitely getting in the energy of the crowd. This is going to be quite the match. Hulk Hogan, Dino Bravo. A strong man's competition if there ever was one.
Or, a competition I'm glad this isn't happening anymore, my friend. Simon versus Garfunkel. Those two just hated each other for so long, and I'm so glad that they patched things together and they're coming to sing, man. Oh, boy, I can't wait. Bridge over troubled waters, baby.
Oh, I knew you would be excited about that when I heard about it. Yes, it's too bad that the universe we're beaming into will not be able to see that concert. I hear they're very copyright litigious over there, hence why we can't even have any themes around here. Oh, boy. Hogan catching Dino Bravo off guard. Oh, but Dino might have suckered him in, hurting the hip and the leg, missing that leg drop, quickly going on offense. Wow, it looked like it was going to be a short match for Hogan.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to take a little more to take Dino Bravo out of the game there. It's going to be a battle of the wills. That's what's going to... Oh, boy, speaking of which... Oh, both men avoiding the other's best shot.
Yes, now it'll become an interesting battle. Now that both men know that they've have the others scouted out. They're going to have to catch the others unaware. Bravo taking the early advantage against Mr. Hulk Hogan. I'm very interested. I mean, I want Saturday Night Sunday. I'm looking forward to that, but I'm very interested now in next week in seeing this video evidence to see if Hulk Hogan gets exonerated. Oh, speaking of Hogan clearing some room here. Oh my, and just showing off his strength against Dino Bravo. Not going for a cover. Oh, and Dino taking the advantage.
Yeah, I mean, this is a match. I know Hogan's trying to show off. We're trying to get credibility back, but at the end of the day, you got to win the match. And, a win's a win. If Dino can steal one, he's going to do it. So, you still got to play to the crowd, but you got to play the game,
That is right. And Hogan showing off his strength once again, picking up Dino Bravo. Oh, my. Yes. These two are definitely showing that they... Oh, my. Here we go. Wait. Is he going for Jimmy Hart? Oh, Jimmy Hart. Throwing him back in the ring.
I think he was going for an apple there. Maybe you're trying to intimidate Jimmy, but Jimmy kind of caught him off guard there. Boy, and Dino taking advantage, just choking him out there. There's going to be... Oh, boy. Oh, a bear hug on Dino Bravo. Now, that is a little spit in the face. But, hey, that's what these two... Oh! What the hell?
Dino Bravo going to brass knucks. Just decked Hogan. That could be... Oh, Hogan kicks out. Oh, my. That would have been a terrible way to end the match. Dino Bravo getting a victory in such a blatant disregard for the rules.
Well, I think Jimmy Hart had the breath kind of distracted there. He just bashed Hogan's head in there. I mean, the guy must be concussed. Probably doesn't hurt as much as an apple, but it's probably about the same, I'm going to say. Hogan's got to be hurting now. Dino Bravo is definitely in control, but again, he's being a little cocky. And just as I was telling Hogan, you got to play the game. I'm kind of telling Hogan to say, oh boy, now you're going to get an apple? Okay, hang on now. Now this might end Hogan's career if we're not careful. Oh, apple-assisted punches from the Canadian strongman.
Yes, this could be difficult to watch. Oh my, sleeper hold put on. Desperation move by Hogan, but hey, with those 24-inch python, oh no. Oh, Hogan probably needing to get some distance to try and clear his head after that brass knuck shot. But Dino Bravo is not giving it to him. Dino Bravo is absolutely going to town on Hogan. He is making the most of this chance against Hogan.
Well, I mean, you got to give it to the man. Like, he doesn't want to be no scapegoat, you know the word I'm looking for. Yeah, he doesn't want to be that for Hogan. He wants to prove that he is a man who can take down the biggest immortal there is. Boy, but right now Hogan kind of coming back. But again, oh, I don't know. Yeah. Oh. Well. It's kind of like a big boot, I guess.
Well, that was... That was interesting. I mean, Dino Bravo seemed to have the advantage and then just... I don't want to say he gave up, but it was just a boot in the corner. I don't see how Huh. Well, hey, the point is, Hulk Hogan took on a formidable opponent. Hulk Hogan took a brass knuck shot to the head and still persevered to fight on and end up winning the match.
Yeah, no, this is nothing against Hogan. I mean, he took an illegal shot. He took some Apple-assisted punches. I mean, he didn't fight dirty, and he fought back and won. Just kind of in an anticlimactic way, but that's not on him. That's Dino Bravo. I don't know what the hell happened there. Jimmy Hart's gonna be probably tearing him in half, but hey, Hogan did what he said he wanted to do, and he showed off. That's really good. Good for him. I hope that video evidence exonerates him. I'll be honest, and I hope Harley Race gets back soon, and that we can all just put this behind us.
Yes, I think we can all hope that. But we still have some exciting matches left, including this tag team match, which Sheik and Volkoff taking on the Wild Samoans. And may I say, with just a little bit of pun intended, this is going to be a wild match. This is, these are some beasts that will be unleashed in the ring. Volkoff is a huge man, the Sheik is a huge man, and the Wild Samoans are huge. This is going to be quite the tag team match.
Boy, it's time you start making one of them jokes about reinforcing the ring, Boy.
And, well, we always make sure the ring is perfect for this type of event. But yes, this is going to be quite the showcase of what the tag teams around here can do. Now, of course, we do have a tag team match set for Saturday Night Sunday, and that is the British Bulldogs taking on the Natural Disasters for the vacant tag team championship. This Saturday Night Sunday, tomorrow, on the YouTube and Twitch, is going to be stacked. It is already, as a colleague once said, a happening.
Well, I know who you're talking about. We had to face each other a whole bunch of times, because of the whole animal thing. They made us bring animals to the ring once. You know how that went over? You know what it's like trying to get a moose down the ring?
I can only imagine. Oh boy, here comes the cocky men right now. Sheik and Volkoff have been on a roll. They have every right to be cocky, but I didn't realize they had such dancing in their jeans there.
Well, I don't think anyone there's wearing jeans, but I know what you mean, buddy. Yeah, let's dance. Oh yeah, throw it out. Oh, put it back. Oh yeah.
That's quite the moves there, my friend. All right, well. Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkoff absolutely looking for another victory. Probably wanting... The tag teams are definitely lining up to take on whoever wins the tag team championship tomorrow night. They're going to have targets painted on their back. And these two teams definitely would be formidable opponents for either team that wins.
Well, you're telling me. Yeah. I once went bowling with these two, and let me tell you, they are actually very good bowlers. First of all, I know you're probably not thinking it when you're looking at them, but they're actually really good bowlers. But oh boy, bowling alleys have cheap beer, and these two pretty much drank them out. And then by the end of the night, they were ready to pick fights with anyone that looked at them weird. And let's just say that bowling alley isn't standing anymore.
Oh my, there was a gang of unruly customers outside that these two fought single-handedly. Was that it?
But, that would have made a better story. No, it was the mascot. There was this mascot outside of the building, a little happy bowling ball with a little hat and a little suit. And he's like, "Hey, come bowling!" I don't know. Those two just thought they were mocking him, so they tore the whole building down to get at him and just ripped that sign into pieces. And after they tore down the building in their bare hands,
Took him about 4 hours. That's quite the story. All right, well, Iron Sheik already trapping him into the camel clutch, but I don't think you're going to get the Wild Samoans like that. Now, I'm going to be honest. I don't know the difference between these two, so they're just Wild Samoans. Well, I mean, I'm wearing glasses, so, you know, my vision ain't great. So, yeah, I'll go with that. Classy Freddy Blassie. There's a manager who is not afraid to get dirty. Like, Jimmy Hart, Slick, you know, let's be honest. They could probably get beaten up by, like, well, no offense, you. But, you know, Classy Freddy Blassie, he is an accomplished wrestler. He gonna get scrappy. You gotta watch yourself around him. That is true. Classy Freddy Blassie. Oh, my. He's trying it again. He fell for it. His partner coming in to save him. That's twice now. Wild Samoan has fallen for that same trick with the Iron Sheik. And, oh my. Does everyone have a hot date they have to go to tonight? Well, yeah, you mentioned it. I did hear that, well, the Iron Sheik did have a date with some Instagram models, so, I mean, maybe, but holy crap. See, I guess I was going to get into the psychology of the thing, but we didn't even have time for it. The thing with the Wild Samoans is they're big, they're agile, they're strong, but they ain't that smart sometimes. And the Iron Sheik just played them like a fool. Basically broke the guy's back. He wouldn't give up. I mean, they're tough as they come, but he couldn't kick out because his back was pretty much probably paralyzed and in pain. And boy, his partner just couldn't get there in time. I guess he didn't see that was the Iron Sheik's plan, but man, what an easy payday for Nikolai Volkoff. Man, those two were very impressive. I mean, the Iron Sheik for sure. What a game plan from Classy Freddy Blassie. Yes, quite the odd night here. It seems like we have very quick matches. Perhaps it's to give time to going over the card for Saturday Night Sunday, or perhaps, as you say, Iron Sheik's got a date. Maybe the other boys have dates they want to get to, but man, all right. I guess we're at the semi-main event, and this is a big one, ladies and gentlemen. Bruno Sammartino taking on Ricky Steamboat for the #1 contendership of Friday Night Fajitas. It will go up against Terry Funk, who proved his worth Tuesday Night Tacos, and whoever wins that match tomorrow on Saturday Night Sunday live event will be taking on the champion, whoever that is. That's still making my brain hurt. Yeah. Who that gonna be? Slaughter? Slaughter's the champ. Oh, whatever, man. Well, what won't be confusing your head is the next match. As I said, the #1 contenders. I am looking forward to this. These two men have shown absolutely no fear. And while they may have started their careers in the draft special not on the greatest foot, they have brought it by taking down Giant Gonzalez and The Undertaker last week. They have 2 weeks ago, sorry. They have proven that they are two of the toughest. And it would be an honor for either one of them to represent Friday Night Fajitas going against Terry Funk, who also has been on a roll. Yeah, it's, you know, Terry Funk's in for the fight of his life against either one of these men. And maybe, I'm just speculating here, maybe the matches have gone real quick tonight to give these two the time that they need. Because, boy, it's going to be real. I don't know who to pick. I'm going to be real honest. I got no idea who to pick. I don't think you're alone in that, friend. I don't think many people had either man picked to win their matches last week. Although there was that hope, but to have them climb the mountain and win, man, they are now just a few matches away from going for the heavyweight title. And I'll be honest, I think the heavyweight title would look fabulous on either man. And then only one of them can win. So, we're going to have ourselves quite the number one contenders match. And again, Hulk Hogan has not involved himself in this at all. I mean, he is getting medical attention in the back for that horrible brass knuck shot. So now we have a new number one contender about to be crowned between these two.
Brand, you gotta think both men are gonna try and end it early because, yeah, see, there you go. Bruno Sammartino just was the first one in there. Because, yeah, they're gonna, oh boy, both of them hitting each other with their best shot right out of the gate. And that's exactly, whoa, Bruno actually reversed it, all right. But yeah, it's exactly what they're gonna have to do because these two have shown that they can go the distance, they can take punishment. You're gonna have to get them real. This is gonna be a war, baby.
Yes. Well, of course, we said that about a few matches tonight, and that didn't end up. But hey, so far, Bruno's been able to hit the back breaker. Oh, I was gonna say Ricky unable to hit his finisher, but that'll do right there. And wise move, trying to take out the arms of Bruno. Hard to hit the bear hug or the back breaker. And all right, we got an apple in. I mean, with high stakes like this, you can't blame either man for going for the apple.
Well, you know, at this point, apples are just becoming so commonplace at wrestling all about. I mean, you know, I'd like to see a nice clean finish and all that, but I can't deny, you know, from my wrestling days, I used the apples and the chairs and all that stuff, so, yeah. Who am I to sit in judgment, you know what I mean? All right, the first pin of the match. Yeah, definitely not going to be enough to put Bruno out, but it was a nice suplex, that's for sure.
All right. He's, Ricky Steamboat taking the advantage after taking Bruno's heavy shot. Oh, but Bruno using that grip and that strength. Oh, couldn't get him where he wanted. And now Ricky seems to be, slapping on a sleeper. Well, kind of. He's got his, that really wasn't a sleeper. He had his arm in the back of Bruno Sammartino. I guess trying to create pressure that way.
That's an interesting move, but yeah, it definitely was going to make him tap out. It's definitely going to hurt your noggin. All right, now using that grip again, trying to get him over to the ropes. He really wants to hit him with something here. Let's see what it is. Oh, yeah, stomp him. Hey, Hogan won with kind of a stomp. Weird. Oh, boy. Wow, we're seeing it. You know, we're going to probably see the nasty side of both of these men. Oh, boy, roll up.
Yes, you're right about that. Surprising him. Oh, 2 count only. But yes, they're going to have to pull out all the stops to try and win this one. Oh, my, another one. These two. So technically gifted. Such good wrestlers. Both of them strong and quick. It's just almost impossible to figure out who's going to win this one. Another sleeper hold. This one actually looks like it was locked in, but Bruno again getting out. That is the advantage of being a shorter man. Easier to get out of sleeper holds when you're going up against taller men. They have to lean over, and that puts their whole center of balance off.
Yeah, that's true. That's why I didn't waste time with a lot of submission moves. Being a big guy, I just, beat them. Told them to quit, or I'd beat them some more. Uh-oh, we're going to have an apple off, it looks like. Apple off. Apple-assisted punches. Oh, boy, Bruno. And, of course, everything hurts twice as much on the outside. Bruno just decking them. These are going to take it. Oh, yeah, got to get the apple away.
Oh, my, and the apple falls. Bruno's done the damage he needs to do. He wants to, of course, win it in the ring. These are both honorable men. Oh, jumping back in. Oh, he caught Bruno unaware. Oh, Bruno wouldn't give up, but he stretched him out nice and good there. And now Bruno, you can see the anger in Bruno's face. getting caught unaware like that. Oh, rookie mistake. Almost cost him the match. And now Bruno trying to take the advantage back. But it's obvious that Ricky has done some damage to him.
Well, you saw him shaking the whoa, referee there. You saw him shaking his head there, and those Apple-assisted punches. I mean, both men are probably more hurt than they're letting on. Can't let the shark see. Oh boy. Oh boy. Now he's got him, but Ricky's looking. Oh, he was looking a little fearful there, but he got out. But again, that's going to take your toll. That's going to take a toll on you.
Yes, these two are quite putting on quite the show for everyone. Oh, now that is a good move there, hurting the neck. Of course, Ricky Steamboat has had neck injuries before and throat injuries. He's not going to want any of that. Now throwing, oh boy. Oh my, what a spear into the turnbuckle. And now, oh man, that was a hit.
Boy, that could knock his block off. Oh my, Ricky Steamboat. Wow, just digging down deep with that karate and just belted Bruno Sammartino on the side of the head. Holy moly, that was a hit.
Yes, well, that was quite the impactful and perhaps, again, short match, but they didn't leave anything in the ring there, ladies and gentlemen, and Ricky Steamboat is our new #1 contender for the title from Friday Night Fajitas. He will have to face Terry Funk tomorrow night. And whoever wins that will be the #1 contender for the heavyweight title, whoever it is. My, this has been just a breezy little day for us, hasn't it, partner?
Yeah, we've been trying to figure out what's going on with the world heavyweight title. You've been telling me about Simon and Garfunkel and the Hogan stuff. Man, it's been a day.
Well, partner, we still have one more match to go, the main event. Interesting one. Earthquake has asked for a little bit of practice before going into the tag team baths. Of course, we haven't seen the British Bulldogs or the Natural Disasters. That Earthquake wants to fight, and unfortunately for him, the Ultimate Warrior is the one that signed the contract. That's going to be quite the interesting style of clashes, and could backfire on Earthquake a day before his big tag team title match.
Well, yeah, but on the other hand, if he wins, beating the Ultimate Warrior is going to give you a lot of confidence, going to give you a lot of momentum. So, hey, no risk, no reward, you know what I mean?
Yes, yes. Well, and make sure to stay tuned after this match because we will go over the card for the first Saturday Night Sunday live event here on YouTube and Twitch tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Yeah, and make sure to sign up there at the fourth wall because that's where the community is, baby. And you can get yourself a free digital poster of Pantera versus Pantera. I don't want to keep wanting to use the band. I hate that band. Pantera versus McDonald, and also a print-ready 10x10 copy as well. Beautiful painting, goes on any home, any decor, just beautiful piece, and you can get it for free. For free. Man, if the QSMB CEO finds out about that, they're going to have somebody's head.
As he doesn't seem to like giving anything for free. He likes to make money, so hey, get it while you can, I guess. The Ultimate Warrior ready in the ring. He, too, hasn't really been able to show his stuff, so to speak, since the brand split, so this will be a good opportunity. He did take it to Andre at the draft special, pile driving the man, but was unable to get the victory. He is taking on another big man here in the Earthquake. Oh my. British Bulldogs will definitely be watching this one.
Yeah, he got Jimmy Hart with him, so that could be a thing. But Yeah. What an interesting main event. So refreshing. And I mean this in a good way. It's refreshing not to have Hogan. You know, we get to have some other stars, and we still got to have that Hogan match. You know, it's like the best of both worlds.
Yeah, it's been a very interesting Friday night fajitas. A lot calmer than Tuesday night tacos, that's for sure. But still, you've had Owen Hart ripping apart yet another wrestler. A lackluster monster match. Ric Flair once again dodging responsibility for going into bankruptcy. Hogan taking some heavy illegal hits and then just winning. Dino Bravo just kind of giving up. A tag team match that had a beautiful plan that Wild Samoans were not looking for. And a high impact match where Ricky Steamboat is now our new #1 contender on our side. Meanwhile, the Ultimate Warrior showing some technical prowess, going after the arms of the big man. Kind of hard to do body slams and all that. Oh, and he's showing off his strength. I think maybe Earthquake may have bitten off more than he can chew on this one. Putting an open challenge to try and get some practice in before the big match.
Well, that could be, actually. Oh, boy. This could be it right here. He just hit him with a big slam. 1, 2... Whoa! Oh, okay, hang on now. That was a 3.
I think I agree with you on that one. That was a 3, but we're still going. Oh, Earthquake actually finding a little bit of success here. Oh my, everything hurts twice as much on the floor. Ultimate Warrior gonna no-sell that. Huh. Maybe everyone does have a hot date to get to tonight. Seems the match could have ended right there, but
well, I got it. The ref doesn't have a hot date to get to, so he's like, nah, man, we're gonna stay here. We're gonna keep wrestling. Well, that's probably it.
I don't know about that. Again, 20 count, so these men can continue on the floor. Earthquake definitely doing more damage on the floor than he was in the ring, and he almost, or probably should have been counted his shoulders to the mat for 3.
Well, maybe the referee doesn't know how to count to 3. I'm just kidding. But yeah, Earthquake's showing some stuff now after taking that real big hit from the Ultimate Warrior. I mean, if Jimmy Hart didn't pay off the ref, then... Oh, 1 count only. Then Earthquake's got to count his lucky blessings and make the most of this, because he was down for 3.
Yes, well, oh, Ultimate Warrior reversing that one. Yes, well, it's, oh. Going to be anyone's game now. Ultimate Warrior. I'm sure if another count like that happens, the Ultimate Warrior may, oh my, take it out on the ref and just showing that strength there. The referee might want to watch out. Earthquake showing that he can take punishment. That is, you know, that is something. He has definitely taken bad punishment from the Warrior and still going. But again, how smart is this a day before your big tag team title match?
Well, you know, sometimes it just gets the blood going. You just, you know, again, a victory here could just really put the adrenaline going, really put the momentum going, and, you know, I mean, it almost ended really quickly there. But now it seems like Earthquake's going toe-to-toe with the Ultimate Warrior. That's something to behold, that's for sure. Looks like he was trying to set him up there for the little earthquake, but, Ultimate Warrior having none of it. Uh-oh. Now he got him with that clothesline.
And he almost took his head off there. Oh, my. Now that was a kick out for sure at 2. Earthquake definitely making sure everyone saw that one. Ultimate Warrior going for an apple. You know, when he gets into that mood. Oh, he put it away. The crowd yelled at him, hey, you're supposed to be the good guy. And I guess he listened. Earthquake, on the other hand, has no problem using apple-assisted punches on the outside. Ultimate Warrior dodging them. Now that Earthquake has brought that apple in, though, he better watch out and make sure that Ultimate Warrior doesn't turn around and use it on him. Turnabout is fair play.
Well, that's for sure. Oh, there we go. Apple gone. Ultimate Warrior. Oh, boy. His head smacked the back of that apple. That's it, buddy.
Oh, he kicked out. Yes, that body slam. The back of his head cracked on that apple. Earthquake is definitely reeling. You can see it in his eyes. He's not quite focused. This could be the opportunity for the Ultimate Warrior. Just dragging him around the ring.
Well, oh, Jimmy Hart's yelling at him. Jimmy Hart say, hey, your gear doesn't match. And Earthquake took advantage of that. But man, that could have been it. Earthquake absolutely twice now has been saved by either incompetent refs and Jimmy Hart. Earthquake's a lucky man here. You better hope he's not using all of his luck, because tomorrow he's got himself a big match.
Now, both men just going blow for blow. This is definitely the most hard-hitting match we've had all night. Again, the last match, I would say the two combatants knew each other far too well. These two are just smashing each other. Ultimate Warrior has yet to take Earthquake's heaviest hit yet, but you have to imagine he's going to do everything he can if he takes that hit to kick out, because these two are showing no quit in what they're doing.
Yeah, this is the kind of match I was hoping for on Friday Night Fajitas. Gonna be, well, there's a cover after just bulldozing him down, but not even a 2 count. Yeah, no, Earthquake's gonna have to hit him with the Earthquake, you know. Well, that's smart. Can't pick the man up if you can't got no feeling in your arm. But again, he's really gonna have to bring it. We're gonna have to hit the Ultimate Warrior some heavy hits. Oh boy, well here we go. Boy, power ball. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what. Oh, and now the apple. Okay, Ultimate Warrior going to be in a little trouble now.
This is quite the main event for Friday Night Fajitas, the last one before our live Saturday Night Sunday. And if the boy, oh my, right on the top of the head, Ultimate Warrior dazed, kicking out, oh my.
Well, that just, whoa, boy. Some may say that boy don't have enough brains to get scrambled by an apple. But I'll tell you, he took a heavy hit and then just, boom, showed the Earthquake why he is the Ultimate Warrior. Wow, wow.
That was a very impressive win for the Ultimate Warrior. That was a hard-hitting match. And he took some heavy hits from the Earthquake. He did not take the Earthquake, but the apple to the head. Apple to the head absolutely should have ended a normal man. He came back and press slammed Earthquake for the victory. What a main event. That was a good match to end on. But ladies and gentlemen, we're not through yet. We're going to go over the card for Saturday Night Sunday, which will happen tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central Time on Twitch and YouTube. And yes, this beautiful poster you're looking at, that can be yours if you join the Fourth Wall community for free. Now, let's go over this spectacular event. We have just learned that Mad Dog Vachon has demanded a return bout against Owen Hart. But this time he says he wants it on his terms. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it will be a hardcore match. It's going to be bloody. It's going to be violent. It's going to be Owen Hart versus Mad Dog Vachon 2.
Well, maybe Owen Hart bit off a little more he could chew, start going around telling wrestlers they're not good enough to be there. He decimated Mad Dog, but that was under Wrestling a la Mode rules. Hardcore rules, oh boy, that's going to be some... That's going to be some match.
And it only gets better from there, because after that, we have two of the giant behemoths of Wrestling a la Mode fighting each other. Both of them started off on shaky grounds, not confident in their skills, either ending up in loss or controversial finishes, but since then have shown that they are the monsters that they're supposed to be. Yes, it will be Yokozuna versus Vader in a battle of the Titans.
Brr, you like big boys, you're gonna like that match. Holy moly, Yokozuna has been on a roll. I think he might be undefeated, but I think that first victory was kind of tainted. The count-out victory against our new #1 contender, Ricky Steamboat. Kind of bleh. But Vader, taking that loss to Terry Funk, but has really come back. Both of them are really showing they are dominant people. That's gonna be a hell of a match right there. Boy, oh boy.
And then it has been demanded, and since he is rich, it has been granted. Ted DiBiase has bought a match slot. He is going to take out Ric Flair himself and get back his money. He has sent people to Ric Flair's home. He has gathered up all the money he can, and it has been put in a briefcase that will be extended above the ring. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Ted DiBiase versus Ric Flair in a ladder match for Ted DiBiase's money.
Oh, boy, Ric Flair is going to be mad about that. But those two don't really do ladder matches. But hey, when there's a lot of money on the line, they're going to climb it. Oh, boy. Yeah, I guess I can hope both of them fall off a ladder or something.
Well. And we also have, as we know, the #1 contenders match for the title. It's going to be Terry Funk taking on Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Both superstars have risen the ranks in their brands and been spectacular in all of their matches. This is going to be a hard-hitting, technical bout between two of the greatest.
Where, even if the world title mess wasn't so messed, I would be wary of either one of those men winning, because, man, that's going to be a tough fight coming up. Terry Funk or Ricky Steamboat, I don't know who to pick. You think Rick Steamboat's going to be able to avoid the Terry Funk trip and splitting toe hold that he starts every match with? I don't know, but even if he slaps it on, I don't think either one of these men are going to quit that easy. I think that's going to be a war. Get back and grab your popcorn on that one, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, and in tag team action, we have the Powers of Pain, who have, as we realized, stolen the Rockers' photo shoot in the Teen Beat. They have become very popular since then, it seems. And then karma came back to them. That's right, the Legion of Doom stole the Powers of Pain's latest photo shoot in a teen magazine, and now the Powers of Pain are coming back for revenge.
Well, being America's teen heartthrobs is, a pretty big thing. It's almost like a title in some ways. I mean, I wasn't, never really in those magazines myself, but I could see, and boy, the Rockers, they got screwed, and Powers of Pain, just being the little cocky man they are, and now, now they have the same thing happen to them. Boy, I don't know if I want to see no beauty shots of the Legion of Doom, but boy, it's going to be an interesting match between those two, that's for sure.
Absolutely, friend. And then, of course, it is the World Heavyweight title match. Originally supposed to be Money in the Bank winner Koko B. Ware trading in his Money in the Bank shot against Andre the Giant. And somehow, through a lot of mass confusion, Sergeant Slaughter has become the champ, and now it is Sergeant Slaughter versus Andre the Giant versus Koko B. Ware.
But I'm telling you, I still don't think I understand this one. Koko B. Ware handed in his Money in the Bank, and he lost. And he handed it to the wrong person. But now it's the right person, so then it should have counted. Oh, man, my head hurts. I guess this will just clear everything up. But again, from what I heard, Andre the Giant, so mad he tore apart a Chuck E. Cheese and injured quite a lot of kids and adults, just hurling things around. He's just mad. He's like Godzilla. He is walking to the arena, and anything that gets in his way, he's just tearing apart. And I would hate to be on the receiving end of that. But if somehow Sergeant Slaughter or Coco Beware can pull this off, it is the heist of the century. Oh man, it might be the only way to dethrone Andre. He's been champ for so long and so dominant. Oh, that's gonna be something.
And then, in our semi-main event, we have the Tag Team Championship, I should say, going to be decided. The vacant one by the Natural Disasters and the British Bulldogs. Two teams that are top of their game. However, as we just saw, Earthquake taking quite the pummeling from the Ultimate Warrior, not only maybe being injured, but maybe being shaken by not being able to take down the Ultimate Warrior. We'll have to see if that plays tomorrow night.
Yeah, I don't know if it was really smart for Earthquake to put that open challenge out there because, yeah, he's going to be sore. Ultimate Warrior put a whooping on him. And now he's got to go back with a loss. That's going to play on your head. And British Bulldogs, man, they're going to be in top peak form. Still going to be a good tag match no matter what, especially for the tag team titles. It's going to be quite the show.
And then, of course, in our main event, it is the most unexpected main event of Saturday Night Sunday so far. And that is because it is Ken Patera, who was recently released from prison for his actions from many years ago involving a McDonald's. He has paid his due, done his time, and has become a model citizen. He is wanting to work with kids and help them out. He had his last match, what we thought was his last match with us at the draft special finale when he was brutally attacked in the back by Ronald McDonald. Yes, that Ronald McDonald. McDonald Corporation still is saying they have nothing to do with this man. He is acting on his own, but Ronald McDonald has accepted the challenge for a no-holds-barred match against Ken Patera.
Well, I just hope that Ken Patera wipes the floor with that stupid little clown mascot. I mean, you come into our world, you beat a man in the parking lot, a man who was retired and just wanted to get on with his life. You just beat him up. Man, you were asking for it. This is going to be a blood match. I put your children to bed before this main event is what I'm saying. I can't see either man just going out into the night easily. This is going to be, you're going to have to break a man. I've seen it. It's not pretty, but man, it's entertaining.
And speaking of entertaining, if you're in our universe, which if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm afraid you're not, but after that will be a nice performance by reunited Simon and Garfunkel to cap the night off.
Oh boy, I'm so excited, man. Me and Julio, that's my time. Well, you know, but Mrs. Robbins said, "Which stuff you bought a word could say." Hey.
Yes, it will be quite the time. So make sure that you're here on YouTube or Twitch tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time because it will be the first Saturday Night Sunday live special. Who knows what'll happen? Who knows what glitches we'll run into? Who knows who's going to come out on top? But we do know that it's going to be a hell of a time. Come on down, make sure to sign up at Fourth Wall, and we will see you tomorrow night for Saturday Night Sunday.
Make sure you got that ice cream, baby, because boy, oh boy, we're coming in hot. Ice cream. Now, will you excuse me, I got a hot date to get to, Jimmy. I'm Moose McCready, and that's the announcer of the decade, Jimmy Harrison. And yeah, see you later, baby.